Hello, interwebs land. This week on Melanie Anthony. Do we actually have a name of what we call this?
I don't know.
Well, it's
Ford
another
on
show with
Fifth.
us, Ford on Fifth. So once again, this is Ford on Fifth. Anthony and Mel here to chat with you about all that's fun and new and random in the world of Ford on Fifth.
I can't believe someone else said another shop was better than ours. It's rude.
People are always going to think that another shop's better. Everybody have like their own style of what they like.
True. It's true.
You know, I always say about our shop, you know, in Phoenix there are a lot of shops. Like, you know, if you talk to some people, like 60, but if you look at like actual cigar lounges, fewer. But point being, a lot of options, a lot of different things. And what I say about every shop is that they all have their own style, right? And I say with ours, you know,
And I go to different places based on my mood. Not anymore, because I have no time. But when I did have time.
yeah, and I think you go to shops based on your mood,
If you want to talk to anybody.
based on what you want to do, and stop picking at
You
me.
have a hair.
So what?
All right.
We're filming. People are watching. Here you are picking at my face.
He has a hair.
Anyway, point being is that our shop is kind of like your more traditional Cheers kind of lounge. Everybody knows your name when you walk in.
Sometimes we forget.
Okay, you can cut that part out because that's just stupid.
Okay, we don't
Everybody
forget.
knows
We
your
know
name.
your name.
Yeah, seriously, like everybody knows our name there.
That's true. It's so much
Point
fun.
being is that we like to hang out with our customers, and our customers like to hang out in the shop. You know, we've got a good group of regulars, and the cool thing is that all those guys, like, if you first walked in and you didn't know who owned the shop, like
You almost
everybody,
think the regulars own it.
yeah, because everybody's like saying hi and like welcome to the shop. Like in the case of what you're talking about, you know, the other person, they clearly like an environment that's got
More of a
bar atmosphere,
Which is
that has cigars, which is
Yeah.
cool. I mean, we all have our thing. I worked in that atmosphere for a long time.
I like
and I
that
certainly-
atmosphere. I mean, I wish I had. I like that atmosphere. But then you can't always have that small group space either.
You're saying that if you wanted to go that way, because that's a trade-off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have a smaller shop, we have a smaller, tight-knit kind of group that happens because of that space.
Yeah.
If you like the bar atmosphere or kind of that bigger atmosphere, you have bigger, more isolation zones, right? They're not isolation zones, but they're zones you sit in.
The nice thing about that, though, is somebody like me, where it's like I'm not in the mood to interact with people.
I'm so popular, and everybody loved me on Facebook and
that's not
Instagram.
true.
You know,
That's not true.
it's a grind to talk to everybody.
No, sometimes I don't want to talk to people.
Because there's so many people that want to talk to me.
That's not true. And sometimes I want somebody to make me a drink
Sure.
and serve it to me, hand and foot. Bow down and worship me. No, I'm just kidding.
Right there, people. That encompasses Mel right now. Gosh.
You're not wearing any pants.
The camera's from the waist up. Why do I need to wear pants?
You just knocked it, too.
Don't film what are you doing?
Nothing.
Stop. You're ridiculous. Now you can't see my head. You are so bad at this thing. Look.
You like Anthony's Saints and Sinners hat?
Yep, see.
It doesn't look good on me.
Doesn't look good on me?
No, it doesn't look good on me.
I know. It's because you're not really a Saints and Sinners like I am.
I am.
You're kind of like new this year. I'm like 4
You don't.
years, 4
Whatever.
years now.
Whatever.
Wow.
All right.
I'm
So,
showcasing it.
which cigar do you want?
So we thought we'd go for, once again, kind of a shorter video today. And we thought we'd actually have a point today just for once because that's kind of fun and different for us. So what we're going to do today is a lot of people smoke Crux, at least in the boutique community. And one of the cool cigars that isn't super common as far as sizes goes is the traditional, and the band slid off as I pulled it out, but is the Ninfa size. The Ninfa size, as you can see, is real slim profile, and it's tapered at both foot and, of course, at the head. So it leaves a kind of an interesting quandary, right? When we talk about cigars, we usually talk about you want to cut shallow, you don't want to cut too deep, you want to leave...
I'll show it with the band.
Yeah.
I like the band.
You want to leave some open room at the top. But I will say this, because it is such a narrow gauge with the Crux Ninfa, over time, what we have found works best, and that's what we're going to show you today, is how to cut and light a NINFAMANIAC. Is that it actually kind of pays off if you cut it a little bit deeper on both sides. It sounds counterintuitive. It is a little bit. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I think it gives you a better, smoking experience with that cigar. It really kind of allows everything to open up. So, Mel, you want to walk them through what you like to do?
Well, what I normally do is I will cut the top first to however I like it. So I usually do about, you want to pick up the thing and...
Sure. I'm going to bring it a little closer.
So I normally cut about that much off. Intimidated by it, but it's really, really good.
Yeah, so what I like to say about it too is that on each cigar, there's kind of these natural like taper lines right towards the top. I know it's getting a little blurred out, but you'll see them as you're holding it. And it's really on both foot and the head area. And you kind of follow that line. Once again, it seems like you're cutting too much off, but really that's the trick. And with the cigar, and I'm going to cut mine real quick too, as I continue to talk about this. With a cigar of this style, and really a lot of cigars, if you haven't started, lighting them from the outside in, a lot of guys kind of just start in the middle with a cigar and then kind of burn their way out and around. What I'd encourage you to do, especially on thinner gauge cigars or cigars with delicate wrappers, any cigar that's got a feature of a wrapper being a dominant part, start by gently toasting the outside and then working your way in. The reason why you do that is that it gets the wrapper burning first, and it allows some of the sweeter aromatic elements of what the wrapper's doing kind of blend in as you start to get the rest of the foot going. NINFAMANIAC's got a ton of flavor in it. It's a great medium-bodied cigar. Both dark and light kind of have some differences to them as far as their style goes. To me, you get a little more sweetness with one, a little more spice with the other. But overall, great smokes, worth the time to pick up, and also worth the time learning how to kind of cut them a little deeper. So once again, I know, like I said, it sounds different, but we encourage you to cut them a little bit deeper.
And give them a try. Try something different. If you enjoy Lanceros, give this one a shot.
Yeah.
I think these have so much more flavor.
They definitely do. And once again, for the price point, I mean, you're getting a ton of flavor for the price point. They're not short smokes. They last for a while. So there's a lot of upside to them. Of course, always here to help you out at FordOnFifth.com. And we do have them in stock online right now. So check us out there. If there's more cigars you want to hear more about from us, definitely let us know in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up to know if you like this type of video. And share and repost with your friends. So that way they all know how to cut and light a Crux NINFAMANIAC and see what it's all about. This is Anthony.
Melanie.
We're from Ford on Fifth, and we'll see you next time on the interwebs.